that I say all that, that we do out of being is because one of the things, I hope you can just let us come, we've been speaking frank this morning. One of the things we centered on early in the days of VOD, and that was, we are a deeper life ministry. Okay, that was one of the reasons why certain folks in leadership in the body of Christ, Wade Taylor being one of them, just one of them, but definitely one of them, dear personal friendship was developing with him. And deeper life means we plunge into the depths of Jesus Christ. I don't know about you, or maybe I do. Nobody wants a superficial relationship with him. Been there, done that, got nowhere. I remember, I'm just sharing some things this morning. I want you to hear there's a distinction taking place right here. An adjustment, like a holy chiropractor. I remember in my secular employ, I was walking from one part of the warehouse to another, and because I worked in government sales, and so I was going to the head of government sales to get some more information and what have you. And I looked over and I saw a black gentleman walking across that part of the warehouse. And I stopped and I hollered out. And I went like this, "Hey!" And I waved my arms. I was known for being weird, so they just stopped because Gary's being weird again. And he didn't know what was going on. He just went over and went, oh. He didn't even know. He looked around and goes, what? What's going on? What? And I spoke the word of the Lord over him and then just kept walking. Now, God does things real weird, you know. He's weird. He's weird. He does things the way he wants to, when he wants to, how he wants to. But I remember inside me, see, this is a private conversation. I remember inside me, I said, Lord, I miss those days. See, that happened much more frequently. I miss those days. I want all of us to hear this morning. Following him is not popular. As many as are led by tradition, they are the children of the fake church. Come on now. To follow him is to walk in a place of mystery. Please hear. It's a place of mystery. People aren't going to understand you. They're not. They're going to miss you. They're not going to get it. Be okay with that. I'm walking out a living mystery. But I remember saying inside myself, I said, Lord, I miss those days. It used to happen a lot more frequently. Lord, I miss those days. Tremendous days. And you know what he said to me? See, God speaks straight. He can speak straight to you if you let him. Oh, he spoke straight. He said, that's because you're living out of the resource of your brain. Amen. And not me. Ouch. Forgive me, Lord. You're living out of the resource of your brain, your mind, and not me. I had subtly shifted more into a mental ascension, a mental understanding, because I hadn't taken the time to cultivate the inside life. You know, I remember telling her when we were engaged, I said, I get weird. Remember when I said that? I said, I get weird. I just need to give you a heads up. I get weird. And she was like used to weird, so she goes, okay, whatever that means, okay. I get strange. I become, don't misunderstand this term now. I'm not talking about supplements. Okay. But I get windy. Okay? I go by the wind of the Spirit. Not popular. If we don't get anything else, get the mystery of the leading. The mystery of the leading of the Spirit. I may be led to do something, but I'll never fully walk out its fruition if I don't have obedience to step into it. It'll remain in a place of speculation. I had come to a place in my life and walk where other outside issues were pressing on me, and I was introduced to Tracy, and I remember us walking, and it's weird, okay? She was weird, because in a good way. Because as we were going on these hikes and on these walks, I'd share things. I could feel something pulling, and I'd share things with her, and I'd say, do you understand? And finally she got upset with me, and she kind of reproved me. Well, kind of, more than kind of she did. And she said, why do you keep asking if I understand? I understand. And when I quizzed her on what I was sharing, she understood. That's weird. That's not normal.
It's relationship.
It's relationship.
With the Lord. You can have all kinds of
Relationship.
knowledge that
Yeah.
we talked about. But when you have a relationship, intimate,
Oh, it's different.
it's
Oh, it's so different.
much different.
It's so different. Nothing else, I'm telling you, nothing else will satisfy.
It's not fake.
No, you can't fake it till you make it. You can't do that with this. This is the real deal. This is the real deal. Speaking with Brother Wade, he said, you get it. He says, you get it.
And I'm going to share what beloved Wade Taylor said. And we say this with, I'm trying to think of the word, I don't know, fear, because when he said it was like...
It was very alarming. It was very alarming.
He said only 7% in the corporate body get what you guys have. And it was like, both Gary and I, we wanted to...
Shut the doors. Quite frankly, it's like, oh my gosh.
Well, Lord, that's sad. Apparently this isn't working. But, that's sad. So, but the Lord keeps telling us to keep going. Mm-hmm. As I said, we've had ministers go, I don't know you guys, I don't know what your ministry is about. The Lord is saying, keep going.
And so we keep going.
Don't step back.
We keep going. And we say, when they say, what are you about? Are you ready? This is weird.
Yeah,
they say, what are you about? And we say, deeper life. They go,
That's true.
it bores them right off the bat. Inside of each and every one of you, inside of you right now, the person, not the fabric of the shroud of Turin, not that. I'm talking about the person that maybe made that, probably did. I'm talking about the person of Jesus, the Christ, is living inside of you right now. Even if you don't feel it, he's living inside of you. He's bound by you. He's captive by you. He chose to live, walk, move, and have his being in you with the desire that you would live, move, and have your being in him. This is an interactive, it's not a relationship like this. interactive where we talk and communicate, and we talk and communicate, and we talk and communicate. Okay, that's an interactive relationship that we all have on a natural, normal basis, right? I mean, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about someone who knows all your nasty stuff.
And still loves you.
All those gripes and mumbles and grumbles and stuff, you go on the inside. And he has the audacity to love us in spite of it. He has the patience, the love, the care, the desire, the hope and the faith, the courage to strengthen us when we're in our weakest moment, to pursue us, to passionately love and hold us in his arms. I won't forget that as long as I live, when I grabbed that young lady and I just grabbed her and pulled her in. I felt like Father was just holding this child. And she went like this, like a little girl. She put her head in my chest and wept uncontrollably wept. Father's wild. He's weird. In a fantastic way. Out of all my abandonment issues growing up, he loved me in spite of them and showed himself real in me. To me, in me, through me. Because you're special? No, I ain't special. I'll tell you that right now. That's why it was alarming when Brother Wade said what he said. We're like, the numbers were a little bit different than actually the 7, but we were like, oh, that's not good news. That was not good news. That's like scary news.
Yeah.
God bless him and send Sandy on over to check these guys out. She didn't even know we were here, and he goes, you need to check them out. Sitting at a table at the East Coast having a lunch, and he goes, by the way. Most of the people that he learned from as their ministries, as they aged out, they call it, you're getting older. As they aged out, their ministry gatherings got very, very small. Why? Because they were going deeper, and not many people wanted to go deeper. Ask yourself, what do you want from him? I know what I want. Tracy knows what she wants. But we still have to call ourselves to the discipline of seeking that out. We don't get a free pass.
No.
You got to be kidding me. You're called to get a free pass. No, we don't get no free pass. No. Just like you, we're really happy when we wake up in the morning and we're above ground and sucking air. This is good. You're off to a dandy start. Where's the coffee? We live life like anybody else, but life apart from him terrifies me. And there's times when out of weariness I feel not a separation or necessarily an alienation, but a bit of a distance on the inside. I don't know how many of you can relate to that, but I don't like that feeling. It's a very uncomfortable feeling. I know by faith he possesses me. But I want to know by experience and intimate relationship that he experiences me. I love her like you cannot imagine. I mean it. But there's nothing like an embrace. We can walk around the house all day long and love you, honey, love you too. Okay, and we go and I take off and I go somewhere. She goes, drive safe. She ruins everything. Drive safe. I didn't have to hear that. I was just getting ready to go out and drive wild. And now I got to drive safe. What's up? That just messes it up, right? I go, yes, dear. Or yes, mother. Is usually what I say. Yes, mother. There's a difference between that kind of loving, caring, and fun and whatever relationship. And there's a difference between that and the embrace. I got to be careful. I'm up later at night, and She goes to sleep. She can go to sleep in the middle of a storm or whatever, and I'm watching anything from westerns to shoot 'em up, bang, bang, to you name it type of movies. I'm just through the channels looking for, and she's laying over there. I got to be careful when I go to readjust myself because I'm leaning up against the, I'm just telling you how it goes, and I got to readjust myself, right? And so I got to be careful, put my hand over there because sometimes her head is right by my hip. She's snuggling up. You don't mind I tell them all this stuff. You know what that does to me? It's precious. I feel him pressing up against me. When you feel abandoned by everybody and everything, and your body is failing and your mind is weak, he presses up inside of me. And I'm either aware of it or I'm not, okay? But he's doing it. In whom he lives, moves, and has his very being or existence. I want to come to that lovely place like the beloved Paul who said, it's no longer I who live, but Christ in me, my eternal hope.